Hello YouTube! In today's video you'll see a couple of basic catches from the last part of August. The sea cooled recently, so the fish returned from the depths into the shallows again. The sea temperature was about 24 to 25 degrees Celsius, which is almost ideal. I started shallower and then checked out deeper terrains also. You can see there is a bunch of small fish hanging around, which can never be a bad sign. I ambushed into the seaweed, which is the best hiding spot. The shoal of gillhead sea breams started approaching, and I also saw the small dentex with them. They were about the minimum size I'd shoot, but they held the distance, so all I could do is watch them swim around. Usually the deeper you ambush, the less careful they are, but this just wasn't the case here. When I saw they won't approach, I surfaced, and as you can see, this dive was not short at all. 1 minute and 45 seconds for 11 meters of depth are usually a Danex numbers. I went back into the shallows where I found this shoal of salpas, so I shot one from the surface. Found this fresh beer can that some moron threw into the sea. I saw another shoal of salpas while swimming on the surface, so I immediately sank down without fins and shot one. Of course, clearing the guts within a few minutes is a must. While I was reloading my spear gun, the huge about 15 kilogram leerfish swam by and into the blue, so I tried to attract it back, but unfortunately it didn't came. Sneaked in the shallows some more and came across this shoal of salpas. I was in the shadow and they were blinded by the sun to the point they didn't detect me even when I accidentally bumped my spear gun into the rock. I've waited if maybe two would align, but they didn't, so I only shot one. Found this food container also and removed it from the seabed. I even shot one mullet off camera and you can see the catch was already looking fine. A bit of sneaking here and this small sea bass came, so I ambushed in case there is a bigger one around. The two salpas started approaching and I thought they'll come, but they turned around and dipped. I was expecting the salpas would be behind this rock here, so I slowly got in place, and as the sun was behind my back, they didn't even detect me 2 meters away. I waited for the clean shot of the biggest one and I shot it. I sneaked to this single salpa and I didn't shoot fast enough, so it detected me and escaped. I found this World War I bullet in the middle of nowhere. The Wikipedia says those were used from 1888 to 1918 by German Empire, so more than 100 years old, and I have no idea how it got here. There was also an empty shell from the identical bullet next to it, so they were probably shooting here. It would be nice if my gun could shoot this kind of bullets, so I could teach some idiots not to come too close to me when I dive. Another beer can found, and this one looks like it's been waiting for me to pick it up for some time. Sneaked to another shoal of salpas, but I was speaking for too long and one detected me and they all escaped as usual. Found a bunch of red mullets sunbathing on the sand here, and I was thinking about shooting this big one, but I don't really like the way they taste, so I changed my mind. There was this pretty big ship on the anchor, so I came to check it out and found this big traveler mullet next to it and shot it. We call them cipalputnik in Croatia and they are pretty tasty, similar to the golden mullets. Also found this plastic cup and removed it from the sea. I was resting in the shadow here and 2 sea basses were approaching, so I quickly ambushed. The bigger one came in front of the gun perfectly and I shot it. Finally, a medium-sized sea bass after all of those baby ones I saw recently. That's all for today's video. If you liked it, make sure to subscribe as it helps the algorithm and ensures you won't miss out on the future content. Thanks for watching and stay safe while diving.